made my way to the state of Tamil Nadu for the next leg of my journey. India is known for its vast railway network and for having one of the oldest in the world. One of its iconic train journeys begins here in Mettupalayam.
In 1908, the British built the steam railway system running through the mountains of South India. Today, it is considered a World Heritage Site.
Before boarding, I had to make sure I was ready for the journey.
I think I better check out the toilet. Is it okay for me to check the toilet? Thank you. Whew, that was a tough one.
The journey will take 5 hours to the hill station of Ooty, my next stop.
Well, I've always wanted to get a ride in an Indian train, and here I am, making my dream into reality.
I settled into my seat as tickets were checked. Finally, we chugged along the antique rails. The train weaves through forests and valleys, bends and winding tunnels, which the kids found especially entertaining. The ride was slow but scenic, with several water stops along the way.
Everyone gets a chance to go down and stretch their legs, enjoy the view while they're putting water into the steam, and this fellow's fixing it, so I wonder if it'll be okay for the next leg of the journey. Where are you from?
From Madras.
From Madras, Chennai, yes. The whole family is going, huh?
Back on board, I was very happy to meet other passengers who were very friendly and enjoying the ride just as much as I was. The railway is actually the steepest in Asia, taking passengers from an elevation of 1,000 feet to 7,000. Before long, we see some magnificent mountain views, which slowly give way to lush tea plantations. It was an amazing sight, and this train journey is definitely one for the books. I briefly enjoyed the cool weather of Ooty, in contrast to the tropical climate of the rest of southern India. From here, I have to continue traveling by road to the next state of Karnataka, where I hope my search will finally bear fruit. Traffic jams are of course expected, and apparently, counterflowing is allowed too. All part of driving through India's countryside. Finally, I made it to my destination. Situated in the Nagarholi National Park is the Orange County Kabini Resort, a luxurious collection of lodges that reflect the spirit of the land. It was a welcome retreat in the midst of the nature reserve. Of course, it was also the perfect base for some wildlife sightings. Together with Alex, I set off on a bumpy ride across the nature reserve to see what we'd find. We haven't gone far when a bunch of gray langurs made their presence felt.
So they put their tail up when they're walking. I wonder why.
They are considered sacred, being closely associated with the Hindu monkey god Hanuman, a hero in the epic Ramayana. Colorful Indian rollers and kingfishers flitted past.
There's a crested serpent eagle.
It's a reptile eater, hunting over forest for snakes and lizards. Meanwhile, here's another guy looking for a snake.
There's a mongoose, but no snake to fight with.
As we drove further, we arrived at the clearing.
There's a baby elephant there, Alex. Youngest of the group.
Asian elephants have the habit of loosening the soil with their feet so they can easily feed on short grasses.
There's a bunch of boars there taking a drink.
Gores are the tallest species of wild cattle. They are now endangered, so their numbers are protected here in the national park. But what we're really here for is to catch a sight of the elusive Bengal tiger.
I think Alex kept all the tigers in his house. He just didn't want me to see it. What do you think, Alex?
No, sir. They're hiding somewhere. They're just shy of your camera. They're camera shy.
We have to keep our eyes peeled, also observing the behavior of other animals in the area.
Wait.
Our truck stops as we see a herd of elephants in defense formation. Is there a predator nearby?
Anytime they do these things, there's always a sense of threat. And even the elephants are looking around.
There might be something that's nearby.
Suddenly, herds of deer flee the area.
Looked like they were being chased by someone, but I don't see anyone.
We wanted to wait and see what comes out of the thick bushes, but the sun was about to set and we had to leave the jungle before it got dark. We just have to try our luck tomorrow.
Well, we failed miserably yesterday, Alex, so hopefully today is a new day. Weather is good, the sun is out. I hope we'll get lucky today.
I hope so too, sir.
The forest awakens and its inhabitants reveal themselves. We catch a short glimpse of a sloth bear, endemic to India. Then we hear some loud cawing. Crows.
When we see a lot of crows in the area, that means there's a carcass there and that there's a predator somewhere in the area as well.
It's too bad our predator seems smart enough not to show himself, so we move on. Then something literally stops us in our tracks. Tiger paw. I hope he hasn't gone too far. Something's moving behind the bushes. It's an elephant. If they're so big, yet so quiet and difficult to see, how much more difficult is it to spot a smaller, sneakier tiger? We continue to drive across the jungle, making use of our tracking skills. We stop by a drinking hole. More paw marks here. A group of deer gathers by the watering hole. This guy seems a little uptight. His tail goes up to signal distress. He stands in attention. A few minutes later, the group flees. Finally, we see why. He walks by, sizing us up. This guy seems to have been on a fight and decides to stretch down and rest. Finally. They are magnificent creatures, and it was such a privilege to be able to see them up close. Admiring its quiet strength that has inspired tales and legends. 3,890 tigers are alive today, a number that has gone up in recent years. We hope that this trend continues. Before long, he was on the move again and disappears behind tall grasses, once again invisible. As my journey winded down, I found myself back to the noise of civilization in the bustling streets of Bangalore, one of southern India's bigger cities. Here, I met up with a good friend and fellow pilot, Ivan Chieregatti, who is a chef by profession, now based in India. We thought of meeting up at the Aircraft Museum of Hindustan Aeronautics, India's state-owned aerospace company.
Buongiorno in Bangalore. Nice to see you here in Bangalore, huh?
Well, I'm so happy to be here and looking forward to visit this amazing flying machine.
I know, it's both our interest. So shall you lead the way?
Please.
I was happy to discover India's aviation heritage with Ivan, who enjoys flying gliders back in Italy.
So I didn't realize they had such a big aviation industry here in India as well, huh?
Ah, it's amazing.
This trainer is an HPT-32 DPAC, designed by HAL.
Ivan, this is almost like the Italian-made Sia Marchetti, huh?
Yes,
Even the
absolutely.
engine, 6-cylinder, 260 horsepower.
This is a nice machine, acrobatic.
Even the style, huh? Just a little bit bigger here. It's got fixed gear though. But everything else, huh? The
Interesting.
canopy looks exactly what
It's the same.
Interesting, huh?
Very much.
More aircraft were displayed in the museum's main hall.
So this one is like the Brazilian, Ipanema.
Yeah, for pesticide and fertilizer use. Nice. I think this is a nice machine to fly.
It was a nice afternoon walking around with Ivan, who has not forgotten his passion for flying, even while practicing a different profession.
Everybody wants to fly. Whatever race, whatever religion, whatever nationality, huh?
Everybody goes back to fly.
I tell him of my journey through South India's backwaters and wild grasslands, one that he could hardly believe. Exploring South India is a journey that mystifies, yet brings you back to what is essential: nature, spirituality, health, laughter, and life. It is a place that truly awakens the senses.
This has been your captain, Joy Roa. See you in the next Asian Air Safari.
Pera